Malcolm Wilson, the owner of the company now, which is called msport, has done a great job. I mean, we haven't had a sponsor from Ford now for probably 2.5 years, and here we all are. We have 220 people back within the team, maybe 80 here. The other remainder are back at msport, and we don't just do rallying. I mean, we have a Bentley project for GT3 cars. There's always lots of different things going on within the company. So Malcolm's done a great job, and we're still employed.
Still in the top shape.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're still hiring cars out to customers, and they're still pleased to be using us. And I think Ford has always had a very big name within motorsport, and I think he's doing a great job. And let's see, maybe Ford will come back one day, but at the moment, we don't know. We have to bring enough equipment here to do 3 rallies, so we can't just turn up here and say, right, we're going to Mexico, because we need to make sure we have enough to do Argentina and Australia. Certain things we're not allowed to send into the air freight, because obviously some of it is classed as dangerous goods, so everything we have to send dangerous, like aerosol cans and oils, all have to come by sea freight, so we have to make sure we have enough equipment for the season. So basically a lot of the spares end up in here, and then obviously as we use them, some things can restock the roll cabs like we had before, and at the moment everything seems to be okay, and we'll see how we get on. Hopefully we won't run out before Australia. In the old days you used to have, say, 10, 15, 20 different types of tyre for gravel. So you would have soft compound, medium compound, different cuts, and these lines here are designed to take the gravel and throw the gravel out. Like if you imagine water going in here and the wheel turning, the water would come out here. So it's the same with gravel. And in the old days you can make these cuts bigger, because you might be on bigger stones, bigger rocks, but now we just have 2 types of tyre. One's a soft compound and one's a hard compound. So if it's raining or not so hot, you'd probably use a softer compound. But in these conditions where we're talking 30 degrees or more, you would want a hard tyre to make it last, because there's so much power going through these cars, and the grip levels are very high that when these tyres come back, if you had a soft tyre, you would destroy the tyres.
How long do you change the tires? Every service?
Every service, yeah. I mean, we are only allowed a certain number of tyres, but we will change them every service, yes. Sometimes we have to use part-used tyres, but they would be the best that we have. But it's very rare. It's usually new tyres every single service. This is the rear differential of the car. These all come in a sealed box, and actually what we have is they mount onto the rear cross member. So when we're changing a rear differential on the car, instead of removing just the rear differential, we change the whole unit, which makes it a lot quicker. I mean, we can change probably a rear differential in maybe 12 minutes, something like this. So it can be changed quite quickly, and the idea of working on a rally car is trying to make it as simple as possible. We need to work on the cars, it's exactly, I mean, when the cars come here again, we have very little time, and sometimes there could be a lot of work to do. We've been known before in 30 minutes or less than 30 minutes to change a rear differential, a gearbox, all the suspension, all the brakes, bonnet, tailgate. We can change a lot of parts, and we're also very limited on the people that can work on each car, so it has to be right. But then we're here to win,